Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging. Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower. Sage. There we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right. I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand.
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades. A couple of them fled. So tell me who you are.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like...
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, you can talk to me or talk to cold steel.
Calm down. No need to... It's just like you said. Before dawn...
What I want to know is where they are now.
We sent them to the rocks. It's a dangerous place.
I'll tell you what's dangerous, because it was in the rocks that we lost them yesterday.
Hey,
This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
Come, Growler.
I'll kill you!
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
floating around the domain. They slaughtered
Should have some
mining
weapon at hand,
company
in
yesterday
case there's any
down
foul
by the
play.
pond. Two of them fled, and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it? We're
Never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
All his people have weapons and shields with his colours.
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Bergov, then we're from fucking Bergov. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
I was teaching two fellas from Cheleos what got badly beaten up in a brawl in the tavern there yesterday.
Now, isn't that a coincidence? Right at the time when we're looking for two battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you the truth. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask in Cheleos about them.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside.
Coming out of you both ends at once.
Oi! All right then. Skip the search. But if you're lying, hey, you, what do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von... A couple of them... So tell me...
I'm Henry of Skalitz. We were the ones who were out. Please report to Trust.
Shit, how about that? We're not von Bergov's men, and we'll deal with him later. We'll take your sir.
Fuck you, whoreson! Shit! Shit! Run! Shit! I can't handle...
Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy. Oh, sacre. Someone got here before me. It's empty.
You're going to need all...
Did they hurt you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd... So, your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And as God is my witness, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere.
You weren't.
Promises are made to be broken.
Sure. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy.
Here.
Excellent. Now to brew. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. But you can do... My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better...
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you...
My word. Maybe.
I'll take the book just in case, but...
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. You must have read it by now, surely. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
I feel like I got thrown by a horse, and then stampeded by a herd of cattle.
Is it really that bad?
More or less. Although the fact that I'm hurting all over means I'm alive. So I reckon it's all good. Considering.
That's surely the healthy way of looking at it. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth. A villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father. And I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling, but
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. Breakfast is on the table, and we must save Ma.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans. But with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you. for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get...
Hans is right. God bless you.
And you...
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in trust...
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets. And I succeeded. I understand. Next time I'll come...
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here.
What about the rest of our...
You saw for yourself, but you're right. We shouldn't just leave. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper...
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll...
You're right. They were damn...
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us.
Henry, I like you.
He saved my...
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the...
All right.
I'd expect no less.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond is Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows.
I saw him!
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around. Come on, let's get going.
hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double! The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few... Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be...
So what do you suggest?
To Ratai. You just don't get it, do you? We can't go... We'd be a laughing...
I suppose you're right.
Well, we've got no message, no coin.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine.
Nothing. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible, even though it didn't always...
We'll keep the promise we made. The best way to honor their memory is to... We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna.
Food. About...
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this... stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
If I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another... Oh, my. Ugh.
Oof. It stinks.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, stinking up my...
Is anyone you know going
to talk about your captain?
Oh? What was that? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha!
hope my uncle
So
don't let me
that's
down.
why they sent you for the wine.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you.
Oh, eh? Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you...
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their lead...
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you. I wasn't at the pond, and don't mention it again.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
One of them nomads is an acrobat who did all kinds of tricks. An acrobat, eh?
Why are you standing here like a...
Strong as an ox.
What for?
To get to where you pair ordered a lot, so you work your debt off.
Can't it wait? We've got coin.
Oh, why? Over there by the gate, that my old man was meant to take. The second door in there leads to the pantry. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy.
All right, we'll do it. For sure, it's less daunting work than fight.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can see you. Where are you actually from? If
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back, but I know this place.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are?
My knees and back are giving me jip. Me too. But I know the best thing for it.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. They used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they...
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other.
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad.
It seems...
What's that?
Oh.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally... Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far, but then there's a shortage of folk to do the work.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks, but otherwise you can find work anywhere. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a come to mention it. He sat just round the corner there, and that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. You know what they say about... Well then...
Is this the only tavern here?
In Trushkovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if...
Where do you want the sack?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief.
Hold up. Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern.
Is that all you...
What else?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend.
And careful with them sacks. And what can I get for you?
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to...
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be...
Because it looks like Von Bergov...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. And that shouldn't be a problem, because you...
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us, or we'll ask the local...
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. Well, if we both do it...
Lug sack!
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble.
It'll be done in a jiffy.
That's not the point. People will remember my face, and whenever, as if the disgrace at the gate...
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we... And it wouldn't hurt you for once.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. Oratoris, the laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes, and bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees. Now, so if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But
so, which...
Good question. But it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you...
I'd rather forget about...
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands pure blood, in short, be so kind as to get to work.
I'm going then.
Ah, stop. Well, if it makes you...
How?
That too, of course. But above all, once we're out of the work, as soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head... Although, if you think about the 3 states of man... Look...
How generous of you, Lord.
I know, my dear Henry.
A large beer for me.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Just a couple of sacks. Get cracking.
Watch where you're going.
Good health. Just got this now.
God bless.
What premonition? I've got a barrel of ale at home. I'm afraid it'll go bad on me soon. Someone should really do something about that. I'm in a right mind. Go ahead and tell Franz and Vasek too.
Tell you anything.
I'm a bit peckish.
I heard they are going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Aye, coming right up.
I don't care.
That's just it. Some noble was restless.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your puller.
The weather had been cold for a few days, so one of the branches in that one fell off. But it broke his horse's back, and that pissed him off to hold his revenge. He complained to the bailiff, saying the oak's dangerous and has to go. There'll be nothing nice left here this week. Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done in time? That tree will still be here long after we are gone. How's life treating you?
Not too bad. I've got so much to do. I have to split myself into two.
From the one who declares,
please.
not from the
People
one
are
who
always
denies.
asking me if you're looking
So
for
you
help.
see?
But they
I
are
speak
never
Latin.
good enough for you.
I've just
I don't
proven
want
to
some
you that
good
I'm
for
a
nothing
nobleman.
in my house.
You
I need
prove
someone who's
fuck
capable
off.
and has a good head on
Remembering
his
some
shoulders.
words you heard
And
in
most
church doesn't
important,
make you a
doesn't
noble.
drink.
You're no saint yourself. But the answer is obvious. Drink together. That way you'll keep an eye on the lad,
yokel.
and you'll even have someone
your
to carry you home.
insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Oh yeah? Well, you've been annoying me the whole time. What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camps?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond.
But calm down, both of you.
I am perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you are...
You want to come to the wedding, do you? I'll give you a piece of... If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perk...
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perk... You're starting to bore me.
No apology, then. It looks like...
Oh, I'm so...
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our...
I give you a chance to apologize. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth.
Oh, I'd like to see...
You scum!
You're gonna die!
I'll be done with you in a flash! Don't spare!
Slice him up! Waker!
Lost it! Nice strike!
That bad. Why? Slice him up! I'll hack your ass off! Kurva! I'm wounded!
Enough's enough.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
No match for us, fucker.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah! Don't spare it!
Let him have it!
Send my greetings to the devil! Yeah! Don't
That
spare
goes
it!
to an end.
Christ, bastard!
Shit! Waker!
Ain't that enough yet?
Damn it!
Ah, Tareke!
You'll never beat me!
Nice
You
hit.
swine!
I don't have the...
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt. Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Bogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, you! Do you have anywhere to go? Somewhere to...
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should have...
Uh-huh.
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all...
You're welcome. At least it was...
Oh, well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression.
Hmm?
Now things can only get...
Yes, you're probably right. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece, like Tomcat always says.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of... They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like...
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
Do you know anything more about Tom?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a...
Well, sure.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know.
How does he show off?
With his muscles. But to be fair to him, Stanislav's sheep fell...
And Tomcat pulled...
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the...
Where might I run into Tom?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise Tom...
I'm practically naked.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me...
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin?
I could use some armour. Proper, like.
And...
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I...
Wow.
That's a long story.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now. But you might find something in the town hall armoury. Although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money. I might as well...
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper.
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks.
Do you know where I might...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay.
I'm not going near that tavern.
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to...
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin.
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout you was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift, so no rush.
Hopefully by then... Oh, damn. I could...
Don't exaggerate. This province...
Still.
There's a stud farm in Semin.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a... Once you see the walled farmhouse, though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you. But...
Don't worry, you'll manage.
eh?
Fuck me.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Riding on a pig, yelling about how you were Sigismund of Luxembourg himself.
So prospered, you say?
See? That wasn't so hard.
Oh, well, what can you... Farewell, then.
I'd like to report an ambush.
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself. And why...
It's a long story.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not... If you were telling the truth, I'm sorry, lad.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in.
What do you want me to do? I'm not going to put in a word for you.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday.
I can't help you with that.
I'd like to buy something.
If it's a tradesman, your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone.
What's new,
Nothing special, fortunately. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided it. Well, that's how it was until recently.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomad, and then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing... Oh, and then our master Chamberlain. But that's no...
I understand. What's new in the county, master?
I heard something's going on in town. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevite. Will they never cut it out? And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
What do you mean, more?
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the... And that's about...
That sounds interesting.
As you wish.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Go ahead and search me. I've
Hurry
got nothing
up.
to hide.
Mm-hmm. Carry on.
Greetings to you.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my ma.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said, but it was my master's beloved.
Oh, so it could just as easily.
I don't really care what was in it.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now.
You should have been more careful. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check, but now it's gone.
I have to be I hope you find the letter.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear.
Wait! I haven't. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of... I can tell you to stop when I... So you get why it's better for me to be slapped.
Very well then. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, that bloody hurts. Holy fuck.
All right. Oh. Do you think that's... Glad to be of help then.
Stop a while, my good man.
God be with you. God be with you, noble sir. I'm
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz, poor as a church mouse.
A free man again. What happened to you?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me.
Aye. This feuding between the royal...
Precisely. I gambled on Yob. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I...
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom.
What a bloody awful affair this war is.
My sentiments exactly.
Why, young man, I see you stand with... I tell you, though, he's the one...
How so?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
I disagree with you, sir.
That's what often happens. Still, for the good of the country, especially considering what a drunkard and fauna...
Wenceslas stands up.
Wenceslas can't even see the tip...
Sigismund's no king. He's nothing but a...
What? You're not a noble, but what do I care? Making you... Well, lad, it was a good fight, but you have been bested. You fought honorably, but you lost. Next time, be more careful who you challenge, you hear?
need a spade for this.
Come and see the criminal. A miscreant who couldn't keep his hands off other people's locks and purses.
Keep the peace,
and we won't have any anything they come across.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry.
You don't have any
Would you like to play dice?
What game would you like to...
How about farmers?
Let's play.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me. What? Oh, come on! My God! Oh, come on!
Innkeeper, a beer!
Mother of God! Did you get hit by a horse? If I was you, I'd take it.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
These ones here. What? Oh, come on! Nothing worth mentioning. My God! Oh, come on!
I reckon you ain't going nowhere. I've got a... Yakin! Went home already. What? Yakin! I told you.
Damn it! They're yours, lad. Like they say, your loss is my gain. These ones here. My God! Oh, come on! My God, why? Why do I even play?
Would you like to play? What game would you like to?
Wagoners.
Let's play.
So long.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Mother of God! Did you get hit
Let
by a
it
horse?
be now. I want to play too, you know.
Did Bailiff Bruce tell you
Tell me what?
what entertainment he's got planned for the wedding?
No.
Finished. Your turn.
Can't say I blame him. After all, he is marrying off his only daughter.
I get that, but I just can't listen to it anymore.
Well, it's better than listening to news about bandits running rampant round here. I'm happy.
What can you do?
Something normal for a change.
True. So, what did Thrush tell you about it?
There's going to be a dice tournament at the wedding, and whoever wins will perform a gold battle.
That must cost a king's ransom.
Just like the old wedding. I ended up.
Well, from what I hear, Lord Sabine's pretty much dead broke.
My God, I'm done.
See you again sometime. Farewell.
May God protect you.
How's your sister?
Fine. Why'd you ask?
I heard she was sick. I just wanted to know if she's feeling better.
Nothing. Light cold. I, a man with
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime then.
feel free. You're no longer a mortal thing.
My God, you look awful. Do you need help?
Give me something to eat, thanks. Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
Great! And it's mine! You're out of luck, my boy.
I feel a lucky roll.
What game would you like to?
Wagoners.
And do you have enough?
Soldiers.
And do you have?
I actually...
Slip in the mud on the way home. I should still like it, don't you? Give it a rest.
Have you come to break some more stuff?